Hello everyone, it is roughly 1:30, possibly 2 o'clock in the morning on, I suppose Sunday morning, Saturday evening, and you might be wondering why at that early hour I am in my cosplay. Well, long story short, I have written a letter to the lovely Mark Gatiss, and in that a little bit about how I'm going to read the letter to you in cosplay. And I'm not really entirely sure why I decided to do that, but I also said I'm going to do it in my Mycroft accent. So, this is me doing my darndest to sound like Mycroft. But I actually can't see what I'm doing right now, and it's probably why I'm a little bit squinty, because I took off my glasses, because Mycroft doesn't wear glasses, so, yeah, just gonna put those on right quick. Now that I can actually see what I'm doing, I'll read the letter, which is, not very long. Here. So, yes. Alright. Dear Mr. Gatiss, first off, I'd like to say that I fully intended upon handwriting this, but as my penmanship abilities seem to have deteriorated over the course of winter break, I've decided not to put you through that torture. 1:34 in the morning on a Saturday evening. Saturday morning? Instead of partying or whatever the average college student is supposed to do, I sit watching the League of Gentlemen and digging food out of the tub beneath my bed, because apparently young Harris doesn't bother to open the dining hall on weekends. Ugh. Oh dear, I suppose it does make me sound like I'm a partier. I assure you, dear gentlemen, I am not in fact a partier, but in fact an insomniac with a laptop. You may recognize my name, in fact, if you bother to sift through the what is surely steady barrage of tweets that you receive. At Leah Wood 3 would be the name. I write to you today to express my love for both your writing and the portrayal of Mycroft on BBC series Sherlock. To the first, I'd like to thank you on behalf of, well, everyone, for having written an episode worth waiting 2 years for. Now, I myself lucked up. I lucked up and started the series on the latter half of the said 2 years. But I still sort of cringed whenever I heard, well, there are 6 episodes, so... But the second the empty Hess came on the screen, and, if you'll be Mark, I'll be Frank, I totally did not watch it legally. No one did. I was screeching. No, really, I was. My mother came and checked on me. At the incredible script and filming. It was everything I wanted to see in the episode, and more. And... though many are angry about it, I was ecstatic that you didn't fully explain how he survived. I may be curious, but it's a healthy curiosity that leads to creativity. To the second, well, let's just say that thanks to your portrayal, my wardrobe has suddenly grown in size and, suture? Puns, anyone? No? Okay. And, as it seems, the years of doing Shakespeare and Austen adaptations in a small-town theatre have come into use, as your bloody accent is the most difficult I've ever attempted to master. As for your face, it is hard to draw, and I'm not even touching that subject with a 10.5 meter pole. I can't honestly pick a character that I've ever been more drawn to, not just because Mycroft's canon character is so utterly curious, but because of the fact his actor is utterly perfect in the role. I'm not kissing ass to elicit a response, I'm being perfectly honest. There couldn't be a more perfect person to play the part. And the development of the character in Season 3 gave way to some gorgeous acting and lots of tears in response. That bloody kid, by the way. I've never cried more. That's not on the letter, but I've never cried more than whenever that child showed up on the screen. Anyway, now, being that I am such a fan of your work, my friends are often subjected to mass amounts of fangirling. Many have learned to tune it out, and to be quite honest, were I on the receiving end of my characterization rants, I probably would too. But I do believe fangirling to the man about which one is fangirling is probably a stretch, so I'll stop with the ego petting now and direct you towards the end of the letter. Alright, to the last paragraph. I mentioned the attempt to master your accent, so if you are in fact interested in seeing the cosplay and hearing the voice, I'd like to direct you to YouTube. On Wednesday, January 22nd, 2014, I shall be uploading a video of me reading this letter to the joint YouTube account in which I am an admin. The search you'll want to make is FandomFaces, and the trick is to go to the Channels tab and click on Tejele Kaab. It's a long story. That is where it shall be. And now, in the obligatory I am a fan fashion, I shall beg for a response. Okay, begging is actually no fun, so I'll merely say, if you get the chance, a letter back would absolutely make my day. And I would probably cry. Tears of happiness, that is. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful year, and I cannot wait until Season 4. Leah Wood, Young Harris College.